Hey everybody, this is Arthur with Aday and Telos. We've got the most spectacular thing going to happen here in a couple minutes. I have a guy by the name of Erik, and he's going to show you some music before and after the show. Can you get it? Can you dig it? Hey Erik, give us a word of, what's the word of wisdom for you?
Hi. A word of wisdom.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many words of wisdom. Well, my favorite words of wisdom are, I give you my love, I give you my heart, I receive your love, I receive your heart.
Oh, yes, that's the man, that's the man.
Yeah.
Hey, Erik, I love your house.
Yeah.
You ever need a roommate, let me know. I'll find someone for you.
Yeah, yeah.
You thought I was going to ask you for my own room, huh?
Oh.
Hey, but I love that pyramid.
Yeah.
That is something very spectacular. He's got this healing bed. Is it a healing bed?
Yeah.
And he's got a pyramid above and a pyramid below. And it's incredible.
Yeah, well, that's the healing room.
That's a healing room.
That's a healing room. And when people,
but your music heals people too.
Yeah, my music heals people too. Everything does, because everything ultimately goes back to intention.
Intention.
Yeah, with what you wish, and especially if you combine it with the heart. If you take a minute to just connect with the heart.
Connect with the heart.
Then everything kind of shifts a little bit. And
it does.
And then you put out an intent, and that's like one of the big secrets to kind of get out of the matrix.
The matrix. Ooh. Hey, did you know the underground city was called Zion?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, with the Matrix.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's called Zion. You know who else calls their underground city Zion?
No, tell
me. The
me.
Mormons.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they're Zion.
Well, of course, that all goes back to Mount Zion, in Jerusalem.
Yes.
I was just in Israel a couple months ago. It's such an interesting place. Tell us about it.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Well, Israel is it's so pivotal and so key to all the changes that are coming, and connected with prophecy.
Prophecies.
Yeah.
Ooh.
While I was there was one of their prophets that is very accurate in their predictions. He said there was going to be an earthquake the day I was giving a workshop in there. And so as soon as I heard that, I had our whole group do energy work to go into the earth, because actually all weather, everything that happens is only a result of people's thoughts and people's feelings. And when we change our thoughts and our feelings, we can change what's happening out there.
We can change the whole world.
We can change the whole world, especially with love. Love is the biggest thing.
That's it.
Anyway, we did all these, plus we used some powerful tools and everything. Well, at one point during the day, somebody had their iPhone with a text message, and there was an earthquake, and it was like 2 point instead of like being 7 or whatever.
Oh,
it was this minor thing, and
you guys nullified it.
Yeah, it had shifted.
Wow.
And many of us were working for New York with the last one with Irene, and it didn't really hit New York as bad as it would have. So many people, when many people come together and put their minds and their hearts, we can change so much of prophecies and things that are set in motion.
Have you ever listened to Art Bell or George Norrie?
Yeah. George Norrie, I was on a program with him in LA once.
Oh!
Yeah.
When it was Art Bell that was doing the show, and there was this tornado coming in, and he had everybody focus, and he has thousands of people listening. Yeah. He had everybody focus on pushing that tornado out to the ocean. It did it.
Yeah, isn't it wonderful?
It moved it, and it scared Art Bell so badly he just said, "I'm never going to do that again." But the thing is mass consciousness can just move things out.
And when people meditate, that shifts everything. There have been all these studies when everyone meditates at a certain time, then the crime rate goes down.
The crime rate?
Yeah.
You guys got to meditate on the crime rate. Just make it go down.
Well, you don't want to meditate on the crime wave. You want to meditate on your heart. And then all these other good things happen.
There you go. Meditate on your heart, and then the crime rate it goes down.
Yeah.
Hey,
There's this one. I'm going to India again later this month. I was there last year, and I'm with a wonderful master who's called Patraji, and he's having everyone meditate.
Yes.
And he has this pyramid that I'll be in that seats 5,000 people.
5,000 people?
Yeah.
Nah.
Really.
Where is this located at?
It's in Pyramid Valley, which is outside of Bangalore. And he has all these young people that are all excited about meditating.
Oh my
and
gosh.
he recommends that it's important for everyone to meditate at least an hour a day. And as we get closer and closer to 2012, to meditate a lot more. And that's,
does that mean we can go to sleep?
Well, hopefully. Do you have problems?
We're awake. No, we're awake. We're going to wake up.
Okay, what is sleep and what is awake? Well,
what is?
Right. Well, when you really watch your dreams and you start to lucid dream, well, then the boundaries shift, kind of.
It does.
And then what is awake and what is asleep?
When I'm lucid dreaming and I'm flying, that's the most.
Flying is my favorite thing.
My favorite time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that great?
It is. I mean, I just put my hands out like this and.
Me too. I like to. In my dreams, I'm a flying teacher, and I teach the relaxed method. You know, everyone wants to be Superman, to fly like this, but instead you just float like this, and then you just go back and let the air take you up, and then before you know it, you're way up there.
Yes.
So the relaxed method, which is really good in life and in everything. When I went to school, I thought, I'm going to intense this. I'm going to really get it. That doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
No. The best thing is to just let go, and then everything comes in with ease and grace.
You know, while we're talking about dreaming, I had a dream class in Sacramento, and there was probably 8 of us, and we would actually take the dream and
analyze it.
Analyze it, but we would also reenact it.
Oh, really? Wow.
So if I was in a house and somebody pretend they were a house, and then we would pretend where we were in that house.
Wow.
Either the living room or the attic or the basement, and those all parts of you.
Yeah. Everything is a part of us.
Yeah.
I was in my way back in 1970.
70. How old are you? You must be ancient.
Oh, I'm ancient.
He admits it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, a lot of us are older than we appear.
There you go.
And I was in an Edgar Cayce dream group in New York City, and it was really wonderful. And we would study. I wrote down all my dreams, and then we'd analyze them, and it was just really interesting, the whole thing. And still now, I love to pay attention to the dreams, and
yes, me too.
Yeah, we get all these interesting, lessons in the dream. Sometimes, like, I'm shown all these codes. I haven't been able to translate them yet, but in the dream world, I can see them.
Yeah. Hey, a friend of mine, she was given like $1,000
in a dream.
And so I told her, in your real life, in reality, then big changes will happen.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
And another dream, I was taking the Ethereum gold.
Yeah.
And I had a sample bottle, and I had a specific person that I wanted to give that to. On our dream therapy night, this guy says, he looks at me and goes, Arthur, you came to me in a dream and you had a free bottle of something that was going to change my life.
Wow.
What was it? And I said, whoa, you actually got that dream? Because I went to him in my conscious mind. I went to him and I said, what are you doing in my dream?
Well, they've done all these studies.
What are you doing in my dream?
We can influence other people's dreams.
Yes, we can.
With our minds, if we think about someone when they're dreaming, we can actually do that. So that's a powerful thing to know. Obviously, we only want to use that for good,
Only good. When you hear Aday and Telos in your dream, make sure you call me.
Yeah. Well, the best thing.
And that's for you guys too. Yeah, you guys. You call me if you hear my name. Aday and Telos.
Dreams are really important right now because we can get guidance in dreams, and that's one of the main ways where we can
get guidance.
Get guidance, yeah. So the best thing to do is before you go to sleep to ask to go to a temple of learning, go to a master temple,
go to
Telos, and then ask that you remember and understand. Whatever's perfect for you. And they have a little notebook and a pen right by your bed, so when you wake up
and put it down.
And then put it down.
I know, if you wait till the morning time, forget it.
Yeah, if you wait till later, it can just, you go to the bathroom, you come back, and sometimes it's so powerful it'll stay with you for a while. But we can get a lot of guidance in our dreams now, especially in the times that we're coming in. There are a lot of things happening, and it's very important for us to have our guidance, and we can get it through our dreams. So that's why dreams are so important right now.
Yeah,
they always have
most
been,
important.
but right now, very important. So watch the dreams.
Because you were just talking about 2012, I want to show this to everybody. This is awesome. This is this man right here. Oop, there. This is Erik. How come I'm backwards? Hey, anyway, Erik, tell us about this show.
Okay, well, this was just a lecture that I gave at the Wesak Festival this last year in Mount Shasta.
Wesak, okay.
Yeah, Wesak. And it's about, my hit on 2012, which is based on what
did
many
you get
other
that?
people...
Erik's tips on 2012.
Yeah, most of it is based on what the rishis in India say, and then it ties in various other strands, and then it ends with a meditation to help us move through the times that are coming. Yeah.
So this is very good that you got
so
that.
It's really good for us to be aware of what's happening. When we were talking off camera, you were saying how you wouldn't want to be in. Oh, you had a friend that was in India when the tsunami came.
Yeah.
Well, if you're standing, here, and a tsunami is coming, you don't see it coming. It knocks you down.
Knocks you over.
But if you turn around and you see it, you can be like your friend and you can run away.
Yes.
Ground. It's important.
That's when you look at that piece that's chasing you, right?
So it's important to know what's happening, to be aware of these incredible times that we're in, and then we can do something about it. And the main thing that we can do about the times, we already said.
What can we do?
Meditate.
Meditate on your heart.
Number 1. 2, as much as you can, be in your heart.
Wow.
And then 3, I would say, it combines the others, as much, I would say be silent. Spend more times being quiet in nature.
And listen,
And listen, which is similar to meditating, and it's similar to being in your heart. Because so many of us the world is speeding up very fast.
Yeah.
And just to match it, it's good to be quiet.
Yes.
Be still.
Yes.
That's why it's great to be in Mount Shasta.
Hey, you can be quiet in Mount Shasta. Hey, and here's another Mayan calendar. This is from Paz and yours truly, Arthur. And this actually has Mayan elders come on from YouTube, and they actually tell you the real story that they have.
That's great.
Hey, I'll give this to you free if you call me at 530-905-1509. You got that? All right. Hey, how are they going to get a hold of you?
By going to my website. Which is www.erikberglund.com.
That's too easy.
Yeah, Erik is spelled with a K. E-R-I-K.
And like
Berglund,
this. Like this.
Yeah. B-E-R-G-L-U-N-D.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you can get DVDs and you can get the CDs, and like the music that you heard at the beginning, I'll talk about that. The first piece that you heard on the harp, that's a piece called Reunion. And the fellow that was playing with me is Scott. Yeah, Scott Rhodes, and he plays with me. And then the other pieces that I did, one was Pukari Kare Ana, and that that's a Maori love song, and it was really interesting because here we are in Mount Shasta, and you say Aday and Telos. Telos was built by the Lemurians when Lemuria went down. Well, they found many, many things to show that Lemuria really existed archaeologically. They found dead bodies when they carbon date them that are right at the time of when Lemuria went down.
Wow! Well, tell me about that.
Yeah.
Tell me a little more about it.
There's a marvelous book about Lemuria that tells all about this.
The Legends of Mount Shasta?
No. Sorry,
Lemuria.
I didn't know I was going to talk about this, so I just know it's Lemuria. But if you go to my website, and then you can email me through my website, if this is interesting to you, I can put it on my website.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, they have found these bodies that they carbon date right to the time when Lemuria went down.
Wow.
And they're white with red hair. So there's one in Colorado.
Where are they found?
All over the
redhead.
world.
Yes.
In North America, South America, New Zealand, all over. Lemuria was big, and it extended all over. And we have this whole thing between Atlantis and Lemuria. Actually, the only thing on Atlantis that it went under so much that we only have like what Plato said and people have said. But with Lemuria, there's all this archaeological evidence that really exists. And one of the things, part of that is related to the song that I sang and why I chose to learn to sing it. And that is that
it was the Telos song.
Yeah, well, they have cultural things that came from that time. So you would find, like, people have found music, dance, costumes in far parts. You'd find it in Japan, you'd find it in New Zealand, you'd find it in Hawaii, different places where they weren't connected at all, but it's because it came from Lemuria. So this song,
we were connected.
Yeah, this song is one of them. It's a Maori song. The Maoris were in New Zealand.
Right.
And I was sharing this with a group of Japanese, and along with them was one lady from Korea. And as soon as I started to sing this song, she burst into tears because she had heard it when she was very little in Korea.
Wow.
And so she remembered it. Yeah. But here it was.
Wow.
It was a Maori song, but she knew it in Korea. Isn't that interesting?
Why was she in Korea?
Well, she's Korean. She was born there.
Oh, wow.
You're American, you live in America.
Do you see this? Can you see this? Try and get that real close. This is the heart. This is the heart of the mountain. So when you get this one, that's good. When you get this one, this is the heart of Shastina.
So that's a heart.
That's important.
We took that picture right out our window.
Yes. Hey, you have a front room that has the picture of the mountain, right? It is the mountain.
Yeah, the mountain is.
When I came out of your driveway, that was right there.
Yeah.
Right
there. This mountain is just so incredible. And like, I'm going to India now. I've been going to Asia a lot. And this big eclipse that's coming May 18th starts in Asia and it ends right at Mount Shasta. So it's a real interesting.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah. So it's a real connection with the East and the West. Like, India represents the head and America represents the heart. As you know, we have heart disease used to be the biggest disease in America, and a lot of the lessons of America all have to do with the heart. But now it's time for them to come together.
Yeah.
And again, we've had so much Atlantis and Lemuria, Atlantis technology and Lemuria, again, more the intuition. All these opposites are coming together. And it's really amazing that the whole world has this eclipse, because when eclipses happen, that's when energy can move the most.
We have a little over 5,000 people who are going to be here in Mount Shasta.
On the May 18th?
On the 20th.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be so incredible.
Already written in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they've been calling for...
Oh, they better get your hotel
5 months.
Now, huh?
Yeah, they better. They better, right? Either that or just going to sleep underneath the moon.
Well, that's pretty good, too.
Sleep underneath the moon. Hey, that's the only thing that's going to be shining.
Shasta moon.
Check the moon, yeah. Hey, do you know anything about the tunnel in Dunsmuir that goes to the cave underneath the Telos cave?
Well, I don't know, but I've read the Telos books, and I've read what the channelings say, and that there are tunnels all under the earth everywhere.
Yeah.
Interesting. I was in France 2 years ago. Yeah, and I stayed in the house where Jules Verne wrote Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Oh,
and
you're kidding me.
No, I'm not. And the mountain that was there
that's exciting.
is there Mount Shasta. and they have all the legends with tunnels going into the earth right there. And the people who I was staying with, they showed me they're starting to dig in and tunnel and see if they can connect where the tunnel that goes in.
Somebody tried to do that here.
Yeah, they've been trying.
During the time that Stephen Sindoni was here a couple of years ago, there was somebody, a couple of people digging just outside of Everett Memorial, and they were digging the 5-gallon containers and digging it that way. And when the police finally figured out where it was and who it was, they couldn't find who it was, but they found out where it was, because it was this huge hole. And supposedly they were trying to dig into about 2,500 feet where the story says is where the cave is. Because there's a cave of 10 skeletons from 6 feet to 10 feet.
Wow.
And that's inside the cave. And then there's a king and queen encased in gold. And there's gold and copper.
So they discovered this?
This was discovered in 1900s by a man by the name of J.C. Brown. And he was a gold miner that went to the Shasta Springs, and he was looking around. And at the time, Shasta Springs was owned by a private individual group, I guess. But now it's owned by the I.M. Foundation, which they're keeping this cave a secret.
Oh.
But it's underneath their property.
How interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I've spent a lot of time in Rennes-le-Château as well, and everybody's trying to go in and dig in and find all this stuff. But, you know, we don't really have to go in and dig in everything.
It's on the fifth dimension.
A lot of the stuff is on the fifth dimension. It's not physical. Some things did become physical. When it's perfect, when it's right, everything is going to flow with grace and ease. And we don't, it's kind of like you don't have to we don't really have to be aggressive and push our way. The right things are going to happen. So when there's a purpose that some things are veiled. It isn't the time. And when the time is right, and what a lot the Lemurians are saying is that when 2012 comes, that's when the Earth has moved into the right place. We're closest to the galactic center. All these things, and that's when we'll be more ready and open, and then things. We can naturally go to the places without having to force them. And what I just learned, which I am so thrilled to learn, is that we were talking about this, you and I, off camera earlier, is about our DNA.
Yeah, the DNA.
And the scientists say that most of our DNA is junk DNA.
Right.
That we only have the few strands, and all the rest of it is just junk. But of course, it's not.
It's not junk.
What it was set up at the very beginning. You know, like you have a seed that's going to grow into a flower. At the very beginning, we had a seed for who we were, and that DNA, what it was time coded. So it is meant to be awakened at a certain time, which is this time that we're coming to in 2012. And the most amazing thing is
what do you have on this here? You keep saying 2012. You must have got something good on it.
Well, there's a lot of good stuff there, but this isn't on that. I mean, because you can watch this and hear everything I have to say about the rishis, which is just fantastic.
Wow.
But what I want to share now is what isn't on there, so that you can know.
It isn't on there.
And what's going to activate this DNA is the solar flares.
The solar flares.
Yeah, because you see, we're part of the sun, and everything is being activated by everything else. The Earth is not only going into ascension, but the sun is ascending. The central sun. It's we're part of a whole cosmic raising of vibrations. And I was with a lot of scientists in England. They had scientists from Russia, from Australia, with the most amazing inventions that, I just can't wait till they can be unfolded.
It's a celebration.
On the Earth. There's so many wonderful things. But many of the scientists right now are concerned about the solar flares because they feel that is a real danger that most people really aren't aware of. But the thing is, it's not a danger.
No, it's not.
It's just going to activate our DNA so that we can transform into the new energies that are going to be on the Earth.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about the solar flares And during the Libya and Yemen and all these different groups were uprising, there was some large solar flares. And what I was told, that the solar flares affect the men more than they do the women. And they actually bring out the anger in the men. And that's what all this uprising was.
Well, there's more stuff behind it than that, but then the solar flares can act. I get it, that's true. It can activate the men more. But you know, when anything comes up, it's good. It's good because otherwise it's inside. It's like all healing. Here you have something. You have stuff that's way down in the center, and it's still vibrating and doing its thing.
Yes.
And right now, when energy comes to awaken it, it comes to the surface, and then it can be healed. How can it be healed if it doesn't come to the surface?
Yes.
So all the stuff that's happening on the earth right now is actually really wonderful because it's meant to come up.
Yes.
It's meant because things that have been buried deep down and are churning and creating all these horrible patterns are coming up, and then they can be healed, especially if many people will meditate.
Meditate on.
You see, what we're shifting from is the duality. Me, you, us, them, all the separation.
The duality.
You know, even the duality of I'm perfect and you're not, so I'm going to fix you. I'm going to heal you.
Fix me.
No, that's not right. The thing
is not right?
No. The thing is that you're perfect and I'm perfect and we're just covered. And so we just take off the covering and we see how perfect we all are.
Hey, you perfect, man. You perfect.
Yeah, we all are. Truly, because we all have a heart and we all have love.
Yes.
So we just want to get rid of what's in the way. And the earth is like... it's giving birth. So it's like the earth is in the oven right now, and it's very hot on the earth. And it's going to be hot for a little bit more.
A little bit longer,
But then when it all finishes, we're going to come out of the oven. The earth is going to be a beautiful cake.
Hey, you're going to be baked. Yeah, you be baked, brother.
We're going to be baked.
Hey, I'll be baked too.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. And what we're going to be back is we're going to turn into light.
Yeah,
because
that was something I wanted to share with you. Actually, it's in the room there. I can't. Anyway, I'll show it to you later. But I made this medicine wheel, and in the middle was always this octagon shape that was always lit. And so I kept asking, what is this? What is this? Well, finally I hear, take a picture somewhere other than the medicine wheel. And so I took a picture of some flowers, and then you could see his shoulders, and you could see the head, you could see the third eye, and the heart was the octagon. Yes, and I'll show you the picture.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And people keep telling me, that's the lens flare from the light, from the sunlight. And I said, explain the shoulders and the head then. And then after they see it, then they quit talking about the flares, and I say, well, see, there may be something else. I think it's the light body.
Oh, that's marvelous. Well, it's so amazing, especially with the digital camera. We're having things that can be photographed because we see less than 0.% of what's in reality, and there's all these other vibrations. Just like a television only gets one channel, there are many other channels. There are many things that are being broadcast. So there's a lot of things that we don't see, and now these digital cameras are catching some of the things we don't see. It's marvelous.
I had a session on Adama, and there was a picture sitting right here, facing that way, and this lady from the audience took a couple pictures, and when she sent them to me, there was this orb around Adama's heart that was extended. See that light up there? See that light up there? Only a portion of it was blinking on my head. I kept saying, there's something blinking on my head, and I looked up, and it was the light. Just a fraction. It was just warm enough where I noticed it. And then I said, hey, there's something blinking. And I look up, I go, why is that blinking? And the lady out in the audience says, because Adama's working with you. And I said, okay. And then she took some pictures, and then she sent me those pictures. And at that same time, there was this orb around his heart. And it was a picture. Now, how's that orb going to be there?
Yeah, that's marvelous. Isn't it
Yeah.
wonderful? We get all these wonderful little
And that was a digital.
confirmations.
Yes.
Yeah.
Those are confirmations that you don't want to talk nothing more about because you know they're so true. They are. Wow. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Hey,
that's
have
a
you ever
super-
gone to? Have you ever gone to the back door?
the back door?
The back door of Telos.
Oh,
I need to take you to the back door,
Oh,
and I need to take you to the start.
the front door too.
Yeah, you're funny. You're funny. Hey,
I wanted to share you on just to make sure we get it in with the music because we talked about the first two pieces, and I want to mention the third piece,
Okay.
and that's called "Lord, Come and Heal the World," and that's part of the whole energy that we're in. Because the more people that meditate and send healing energy into the
Yes.
earth, then the earth can go through all these changes of being in the oven with more ease and grace, and have
Yes.
less, like we were talking about before. If everyone sends good energy when a hurricane comes or a tsunami, it can shift it. So
It can.
that's why that's why
It's
we have
important.
that song, and it's
So-
we send energy to the earth, we send energy to us,
Yeah.
we send energy to everyone, just love to everybody. That
Yes.
begins to shift it to the ease and grace, to the light that we're going into.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hey, I think everybody should start meditating. Where are you? Everybody, tonight, when you watch this, meditate on just what we're talking about. Meditate on your whole essence, and then we'll see you in your dream. We'll see you in your wildest dream. Hey, that sounds good.
Yeah.
So, what are you going to tell people when they see you when they see you in their dream?
Well, just like you, I've had many people who see me come to them in their dreams, and it's kind of an interesting phenomena because
you have a light body.
I didn't do
You
it,
have a
but I
light
have a light
body.
body.
Yes.
So I had one lady from Romania tell me that when she went to Machu Picchu in Lake Titicaca, she had difficulty breathing and she didn't know what to do. And I came into her dream and I told her just what to do, and she did it, and then she was fine. I had another person.
You're welcome in my dream. Yeah.
Thank
Hey,
you. But you know, I have no memory of doing that. So I
because
didn't.
your
But-
light body does that.
Yeah. Well, we have, like I say, we're just this one little channel that's. I didn't. We were talking about this off camera. We're like one station right now of a television, but we
Right.
know that we're so much bigger. So if we're hypnotized, for example, I saw someone hypnotized, and in that life they went back to Nazi Germany, and they were a Jew. And they were telling all about the life and everything. They said, "Well, where did you live?" And she pointed to where it was. Well, when she came back out of being in hypnosis, they said, "Show us again on the map where you were." She said, "Well, I can't see the map. Get me my glasses." When she was under
was there.
hypnosis,
She could see the glass.
under hypnosis, she could see perfectly. Without the hypnosis, she had to wear glasses. The same person, you know. So we have inside us, we have so many different
Levels.
You know, yeah, we have levels. We have sometimes people under hypnosis speak different languages. Sometimes people are hit in the head, and all of a sudden they don't even remember who they are. But all these things are going on.
Hey, who am I?
Yeah, at the same time. Well, when we go into this new state, we'll have the memory. We'll be more than one station.
Yeah, right.
We've been artificially kept on one channel, and that's what the Matrix is.
Ooh, did
And-
you hear that? You've been
Yeah.
artificially. What did you say? Artificially.
Artificially kept
On
in
one channel.
one channel.
Yeah, and
But-
that's a day in Telos. No, no, it's
Yeah,
not. Hey,
and now it's
but that's
time-
true.
Yeah, and now
I
it's
mean,
time to be all the channels.
how many stores have you walked in, and in your mind you said, oh, "I won't steal."
I'm gonna
You
steal.
won't steal.
You won't steal.
Yeah. Now, why would that be there? Unless there was a subliminal message in the music that says, "Don't steal."
Oh.
Yeah. Now, haven't you ever done that? Haven't you walked into like a big department store and looked at the pretty things and go, "I'm not going to steal anything here"?
Well, stealing isn't in my consciousness.
I know, but
So
still, you probably say it anyway, and it's because of subliminal messages.
Well, I know
are
there's a lot of subliminal messages,
Yes.
you know, out there, and they.
commercials have subliminal messages.
Yeah.
go buy the cereal or go buy the coffee or
Yeah. Did you ever see that one movie where the guy puts on these glasses and then he sees all the subliminals that are going on, and he takes it off, he doesn't see it, but he puts it on and he sees who's an ET, who's not an ET, and he sees all the commercials saying,
oh my God.
It's a very interesting film. It's kind of fun.
What is it? Where is it? Where is it? Tell me where.
Yeah, I
Take me
the
to
name
it.
of it, but it was an interesting.
Have you ever seen Zeitgeist? Zeitgeist?
No.
Zeitgeist is really the ultimate in religion smashing.
Oh, really?
Because it says all Christmas is a pagan holiday. Easter is a pagan holiday. And a number of other holidays are pagan. But it was all because the Catholic Church wanted the pagans and the Christians to come together, so they made the same day as...
Yeah.
And it's a good thing because then everybody celebrates. Everybody buys their children presents, and it's world renowned, and you know, it's a good thing, I think.
Well,
do you have Christmas? Or are you Mr. Scrooge?
Well, I grew up with Christmas.
But, you grew up with Christmas.
But my family didn't believe in Santa Claus, so we weren't allowed. We knew about Santa Claus when we went outside, but we were raised in a different manner.
Non-Christian.
Well, no. It was Christian. But we had my background is Norway, so we had the Julenisse.
Ah,
the Julenisse were like they. Christmas elves.
Yeah.
And the Christmas elves could give us something. But we were, I think Christmas and things like that are beautiful. It's wonderful to have holidays to lift our spirits and so
exactly.
on. And they're great.
It's good to have presents.
It's just like on the earth you have mountains that you go to, and also in time you have moments in time that are like a mountain. That your birthday, and especially when you're young, it's just wonderful. But we probably all need
have
that.
All types
we need
things.
rites of passage. We need times where things can be activated.
Hey, we only got 5 more minutes here. You got 10 more minutes. I'm sorry, 10 more minutes here. You got something real, the meat of your existence.
Well, the meat of our existence.
So you're going to India.
Yeah, I'm going to India, which is really wonderful because then I can share a lot of things that I have to share with healing and so on. Well, the big thing is to heal the separation down and to do all this, to do all the to bring everything back together, to get out of the matrix. See, we could think that we're like you had an artist. We've all seen these Walt Disney movies. You see the artist, he paints Mickey Mouse, and then when he paints Mickey Mouse, he says, "Hi, Mickey." Mickey says, "Hi, artist." Then he paints a brush, and paintbrush, and then Mickey paints Donald Duck and Daisy and so on. And then the camera zooms in, and we're in a Walt Disney World. Well, we've all been in the Walt Disney World, and now it's time to go back to the realm of the artist, to the bigger parts of who we are, and it's exciting. It's just this grand time, this grand adventure to come back to who we really are, and
we really are.
So what's good is to have some tools to help us in the process that we're coming back to it. So maybe in the few minutes that we have, we could just share some things that can help move that.
Yes.
One thing that I've always shared is to hold your fingers, because the fingers connect. Our body is like a hologram.
Yes.
So if you touch, that's why all these reflexology and so on works. You touch one part of you and you feel it somewhere else.
Feel it there,
you hear music and you touches your emotions. You touch your body. All these, everything is connected.
Yeah.
So if you just hold, the hands are the extension of the heart, and if you hold your fingers, it's putting heart energy into them. So the thumb represents doubt. The index represents fear, the middle, anger, the ring finger represents grief, and the little finger, pretense. And just by holding them, that begins to take away. So a lot of people right now don't know what to do. And they're what can I do?
What can they do?
Yeah, you can hold your thumb.
Hold your thumb. Not suck it, but hold it.
Yeah, well, look at little kids going, "Ooh."
I know.
And why are they doing that?
Why?
It's the same principle.
What's the principle?
The principle is surrounding it with love.
Wow, that's exciting to think that.
Yeah, and you can do either one. You have the right hand is masculine, left hand is feminine. And so, because a lot of people don't want to know what to do, and they're down. This can help take away the doubt. Now, fear. A lot of people are in fear. You know, where is my money going to come from? What am I going to do? How am I going to survive? Well, you hold your index finger. This finger. Just
you fold it? Oh, hold it.
Yeah, just hold it.
And what does that do?
It surrounds it with love, and it takes the fear away.
All right, you're surrounded with love. Get that fear out of there.
Yeah. So it's really great. You're just sitting and talking, and you can just be holding your fingers, and all of a sudden you just feel better.
I do, actually. Hey, that's better than sucking it.
Yeah. And the middle finger, we all know what this is.
Oh, flip it, roll it.
Yeah. So it's much better to go like this.
You hold it.
Yeah. I had somebody yelling at me. They were going, "Rrr!"
Now, why would they yell at a good guy like you?
I know. It was just
his bad day, huh?
It was his bad day. It was a real miracle. So anyway, I went like this, but I didn't do it in his face.
Yeah.
I did it behind my back. And then the person went, "Rrr, rrr, rrr." And then we could just talk normally.
Yes.
So you can pull anger out of a room, out of a crowd, out of a people, just by going like this.
Wow. So next time my girlfriend's pissed off at me, I just hold my finger. Don't flip it. Just hold it.
This is the best thing for a relationship. If you both know it, you say anytime somebody's going to get angry, okay, finger time.
Wait. Oh, there you are.
And then, of course,
excuse me.
Yeah, and all these others are really great. Now, I also, right before we end, I wanted to share the ear.
Oh, ear. Oh, yes, do the ear thing.
You said you had a little problem with your ear.
Well, when I was born, I had, about 6 months into being born, I had spinal meningitis, and it damaged the hearing where when I'm listening to you talk, my mind hears something different.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So
I may answer a question and you go, what has that got to do with what I asked?
Interesting. Well, the ear has more sense organs than any other than the eyes, any other sense organ in the body.
Because it's all...
Yeah. So by working on the ears, you can work on everything. Now, the ears are more feminine. The eyes are more masculine. So we're coming into more of a feminine time.
Yeah.
The pendulum goes back and forth.
Oh, that's what I forgot.
Yeah, and so we're coming into a time where the divine feminine is coming in. And so the ears are going to become more and more important in the time to come.
More and more sensitive.
Yeah. So here's something that you can do, and everyone can do for your ears.
Okay.
Now, the first one, this is also good for prosperity. If anyone needs
prosperity!
Money... Yeah, there was a guru in China, and the person came and said, help, my life is falling apart. If I don't have money by the end of the day, I'm going to lose my house, my wife, everything. So he said, do this all day.
Do this all day?
Yeah, so you flick your ears.
Click your ears?
Yeah, so you have the thumb. First, you put the thumb to the little finger.
I
can't
get that in there. I wonder why.
And just go flick.
I know, but I'm not holding it right.
Yeah.
But
but first you do it here. First the little finger, then you shift to the ring finger, the middle, and the index. Now you take it to the ear. And you start at the top of the head, and you flick it to the top, then below. Hey,
your hair's flying.
This is great for a hair, too. Gives a wonderful new hairdo.
Hey, my hair is duded. So, now what is this supposed to do?
This gives, by
you
flicking,
give prosperity to your ears.
Yeah. No, this touches.
Hey, look at all the gold coming out of my head.
This touches every part of your body by doing this. And this will help your hearing. It touches all the different parts of you. It allows you to have, like, this guy, he had this miracle happen with abundance. He was he had to do it for 24 hours.
Oh, well, I'd do it for 24 hours.
Yeah, but we don't, all you need to do it is just do it for like 13 times.
Okay.
And this will begin to adjust your,
3, 4, 5.
No, that's 1.
6.
So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, you even got the count in there.
4, 4, 2.
Hey!
So this can help your ears, and it also can help you with prosperity, which is a wonderful thing to do.
Prosperity! All right, we got to wrap it up.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Hey, this is Arthur with Aday and Telos. And we'll be back next week with something more special than Erik. Thank you, Erik. We'll see you all later.
And we're clear.